Eddie Cabray here with Cabray Plastic Surgery. This week's patient story, Tug-Of-War Fiasco. So for those unfamiliar, Tug-Of-War is a game in which two teams hold a large rope or similar object and try to displace each other as much as possible. This 51-year-old right-hand dominant woman was playing Tug-Of-War as part of a church function when the rope somehow became entangled around her right ring finger and it was avulsed off. Now you can see this is a complete amputation. Note the lifeless pale color to the part that's been amputated. And this is what we would describe as being in zone 1, which means that the amputation occurred at the level just distal to the insertion of the superficial flexor tendons. Now these have a good prognosis if you're able to successfully salvage and replant them. So this patient presented to Kaiser in Vallejo, and I was contacted as part of our dedicated Microvascular and Finger Replantation Center to see if I could accept this patient, and of course did so in an attempt to salvage the digit. Here's just another picture of the dorsal side of the digit. You can again see that lifeless color to the digit. Now I accepted this patient and took her for a replantation in an emergent fashion. So replantation is a fairly technical exercise. We do these with some frequency at Kaiser San Jose as part of our Microvascular and Replant Center, and so we've developed infrastructure and expertise around this, serving our 4 million or so population in Northern California. But these are technically demanding procedures, and what's involved is, as you can see from the photo, fixation of the bones. Typically this is with K-wires, as you see emanating from the digit, repair of the extensor tendon, the distal flexor tendon, and then microsurgical repair of both digital nerves, microsurgical anastomosis of at least one, in this case one, the ulnar digital artery to restore inflow, and then a dorsal vein. Now this amputation wasn't terribly distal in zone 1, so I was able to find a vein on the dorsal part, microsurgically coapt that, and get good restoration of venous outflow. So you've got inflow, outflow, all structures have been fixed. Now in this case, you'll notice there's a separate incision down here, and you may be wondering, what was that incision? Because this was an avulsion, this wasn't a clean cut like a table saw or skill saw, cleaner cut like a table saw or skill saw, the tendon had retracted considerably, and so a separate incision was necessary to deliver the tendon distally for repair. And here's just a view dorsally at the end of the procedure. Here she is at 6 weeks. You can see good viability of the digit. Looks fairly normal. Incisions are healing well. Pins were removed. Here we are recovering together. This is a journey you take with the patients, and I love at Kaiser Permanente we get to actually follow our patients longitudinally in it for the long haul, whether or not they come from locally or far away, as in this case. And here she is at 1 year. Good aesthetics, good function, and great sensation to the digit. So I hope you enjoyed this patient story, the Tug-Of-War Fiasco. It illustrates a lot of principles around replantation in zone 1. As always, make sure your surgeon's board certified. Ask for pre-op and post-op pictures. Look forward to seeing you for the next patient story.